Hi, and welcome to a Halloween edition of Griffin Update. Thanks for watching. I'm Jessica Stallard.
And I'm Tanner Cobb.
So Tanner, what are you dressed up today?
I'm Three-Hole Punch Tanner. What about you?
Well, as you can see, I'm a creepy purge person with my mask on, but when I take it off, I'm a blonde Wednesday Addams.
Nice.
So you know what else happens around this time of year?
Anything Halloween?
Well, yes, but Alpha Gamma Delta's annual teeter-totter event. Let's have reporter Chloe Ryan tell us more.
Food insecurity is a term you may not be familiar with, but it is an issue affecting 1 out of 7 Missourians. To be food insecure is to not have proper access to food in order to live a healthy and active lifestyle. One sorority on campus, Alpha Gamma Delta, wanted to do something about the food insecurity in the community and started their annual Teeter-Totter-a-thon fundraiser. Sorority members teeter-totter outside of the Kelly Commons for a full 24 hours as part of their fundraiser, as well as sell snacks, drinks, and airbrush tattoos. Vice President of the Member Experience with Alpha Gamma Delta, Allison DeVoe, said many people are fighting food scarcity, even the people you see every day.
I think it's a good thing to bring focus to that. It's something that affects our community. It could be affecting the person sitting next to you or behind you in class, and you would never know. It's a great thing to make sure that people are well fed in our community because that ultimately makes them better people all around.
So why teeter-totter to raise money? The concept was first decided by an Alpha Gamma alumna.
Teeter-totters is something our alumni came up with just as fun because we also do let students teeter-totter, so it's something fun, and we do it for 24 hours straight. People think we're crazy, but hey, it's a good way to send our message.
Teeter-tottering is a big part of the chapter, but the decision to teeter-totter is based on more than just history.
We want to have fun, but also be able to bring the awareness of food insecurity and be able to raise money to give back to the community.
If you would like to contribute in combating food insecurity in the community, reach out to Alpha Gamma Delta. With Griffin Media, I'm Chloe Ryan.
I think it's really cool that they raised $2,000 for the hungry.
I think it's great that sororities do fundraisers like this.
Another tradition of sororities and everyone follows is tailgating. That's really popular during the Halloween and football season. Reporter Shelby Birkemeyer went to a football game and shows us the fun.
It's that time of year again. The air is crisp, the band is playing, and the parking lot is full. It's Missouri Western tailgating season. Tailgating is one of Missouri Western's favorite traditions. It has brought students, faculty, and community members together for 50 years.
I like that it brings a lot of the locals together and a lot of the alumni to celebrate where they got their undergrad from, just to kind of bring that community piece together and show support for their local hometown team. A lot of the alumni has lived here for years, and so I think that really shows that they have sponsored and supported the teams here, so I think that's really great.
Students can be seen jamming out, dancing, and enjoying parking lot festivities.
I really love the energy of just all the students coming together and having a fun time. And then the inflatables are kind of a new add-on that I've seen the past couple years, and that's really fun, trying not to get knocked off by a bowl or stand your ground or watch other people just get thrown. So yeah, it's a fun time.
Missouri Western Tailgate continues to bring students and community members together through fun and tradition. This is Shelby Birkemeyer with Griffin Media.
I never really understood why tailgating was so popular, but after watching that, I kind of understand now.
Yeah, I love tailgating.
One thing that I love is going to comedic shows like Jay Jordan. Reporter Trayshawn Stepney got into the action and tells us more.
Even if it feels like it's super casual, like it's still very much meticulously planned as far as like word placement and pauses and delays and timing and sequencing and tone and intonation. So I'm a observant, social, punchline-based comic.
On October 16th, the Western Activities Council gave their fellow Griffins the opportunity to share a couple of laughs in Sprout 101 with rising New York comic Jay Jordan. Jordan believes that his material received a positive reaction from the audience.
There were a couple of jokes I was very, very happy with. The church joke closer to the end, coming out stuff always really works. So those are some of my favorites from tonight.
Freshman Kanisha Smith enjoyed the experience.
My favorite joke is when he was talking about Megan Thee Stallion and her, like, how people do the little horse sound with her. I found that very funny.
I like the way that he was open about his sexuality. He didn't hide anything. He was interacting with the crowd and kept us entertained.
So yeah, I would go see him again.
President of the Western Activities Council, Narayan Reed Crawford, believes that inviting Jordan to Western was a great way to expose our campus to more acceptance and inclusion.
Because too, he's a part of the LGBTQ, we want to bring differentness here to school. We don't want it to just be about one subject, one thing. We want people to stand for stuff for other people who may be in that same community. I like that he incorporated who he was as a person and where he come from into the jokes, into the comedy, and I think that steps outside the box for us, so that was good for him to do that.
As an individual that is part of the LGBT plus community, Jordan is comfortable enough to implicate this part of himself within his jokes.
I talk about queer things on stage to people that aren't queer, and I make the jokes not necessarily about being queerness, it's just the filter that the joke has to go through. I just say it very casually. There's no reason for me to make it a bigger deal, but there's also no reason for me to minimize it. So I just go through my set, and when people say, oh, you identify as this, I go, yeah, thank you, great, we can keep moving.
Along with being comfortable in his own skin on stage, Jordan is ready to bite back if necessary.
I have jokes in my set that let people know if they want to heckle me, it's at their own risk. Also, the idea that backlash could happen is kind of exciting. Like, I want someone to be like, I don't agree with it. I'm gonna be like, all right, well, let's have this discussion right now. Because I'm gonna win, but let's have it.
For more information about upcoming events sponsored by the Western Activities Council, visit www.missouriwestern.edu/studentlife. This is Trayshawn Stepney reporting for Griffin Media, and as always,
go Griffs.
So Tanner, do you know what you're going to do after you graduate?
Not really. I'm just going to wait for what opportunity lays there when the time comes.
Well, an opportunity that medical students had was Medical Science Night, but instead of me telling you about it, why don't we have reporter Chase Merwin do it?
Actually, we have negative here, positive, positive. Control and we have to prove it, nothing else.
A little education goes a long way, and this rings especially true for Missouri Western students looking to become medical professionals. Missouri Western's Department of Chemistry hosted their annual Medical Lab Science Night to educate students on the work local hospitals and laboratories do every day.
Always want to weigh so you don't mix stuff up, so don't put stuff back in the same place.
Medical Lab Science Night also afforded students the opportunity to network with local healthcare professionals representing Advent Health, Mosaic, North Kansas City Hospital, St. Luke's Hospital, and Quest Diagnostics. According to Associate Professor of Chemistry Dr. Natalie Makita, jobs in medical lab science are highly competitive because many current professionals are retiring. Makita also says Missouri Western's program quickly sets students up for job opportunities in the field through employers that attend the event.
So typically right now we have about 3 to 4 every year that apply to a clinical rotation, and they spend their last year of undergrad at that clinical site, and most of the time they have a job 6 months before graduation, and frequently that's with the clinical site that they're at. They don't have to. There's certainly many other.
For students attending Medical Lab Science Night, the opportunity to network is invaluable. Missouri Western student Tori Peck is working toward becoming a neurosurgeon. She says attending the event helps students make the necessary connections for a career in the healthcare field.
So networking helps with internships, volunteering, reference letters. Networking really helps if you want to get farther in life, because it's a very small world and you'll never know who you're going to run into 5 years from now.
The Department of Chemistry will continue to host their annual Medical Science Night for new and returning medical, chemistry, and biology students to take advantage of. This has been Chase Merwin reporting for Griffin Media.
You can't find a good paying biology job unless you go.
Coming up after the short break is a spooky edition of Do You Know Your Campus?
1 out of every 4 car accidents are caused by texting and driving.
Wait, what did you just say?
You heard me. That's better. Keep your eyes on the road.
So do you know what Missouri Western was named before it was a 4-year college?
Missouri Western College?
No, it was St. Joe Junior College. So what is your stance on the candy corn debate?
Candy corn is like one of those things that you just use for activities, like, like, you know, like when you make like certain like, I don't know, arts and crafts and stuff, you can use like candy corn for that stuff. I don't feel like it's for eating.
Do you enjoy Halloween or do you just not like to do it?
No and no.
So then what is your stance on the candy corn debate?
I feel like people who eat candy corn are weird because there's so many other options and you choose that.
Do you like candy corn?
Well, I'm from Iowa, so yes.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because Iowa's the corn state.
Oh, all right. Decorate your house for Halloween.
No, I'm broke.
Do you like candy corn?
No, it is the worst form of candy of all time. It all needs to be burned.
Do you decorate your dorm room for Halloween?
We carve pumpkins, but no, we don't decorate.
So then what is your stance on the candy corn debate?
If you eat candy corn, I can't trust you.
Well, that's all we have for you right now. But stay here because Jake's Sports Report and the Griffin newscast is up right after these messages.
A leading problem I've faced is a misunderstanding on the part of students of the importance of academic advising. They miss appointments. They don't make appointments. But what's most disappointing is when they come unprepared. Give me a student with a plan in their head, or better yet, on paper. We could talk about their interests, not just about their classes. We could discuss internships, classwork, grad programs. It would open the door to what advising is truly about.
Can I help you?
But instead, they come to me in a panic when they need to register because...
I need to talk to you. I was trying to register for my classes, but it wouldn't let me do it because I need my PIN, and I haven't had time to set up an advising, so I don't even know what classes I need to take, so I just signed up for a bunch of random ones, and I'm going to drop them later. So can I have my PIN real fast because I'm still logged into a computer in the lab? Am I interrupting?
Take ownership of your education. Make the most of your advisement by being proactive, punctual, and prepared. You'll open the door to more personalized attention and avoid costly setbacks. It's never too soon to begin planning your next steps at Missouri Western.
At Missouri Western, it's on us.
It's on us, all of us, to take responsibility and stop sexual assault.
To create a campus environment where everyone is safe and feels safe.
To realize that ending sexual assault is not an individual endeavor,
but a collective effort.
To understand that it affects not only students, but faculty and staff members alike.
At Missouri Western, we take action.
It's on us to look out for each other and not look the other way.
We step up and say something.
We support survivors. We are going to be a part of the solution and not the problem.
It's on us to intervene and take responsibility.
So take action because we can and will make a difference.
At Missouri Western,
it's on us
to put an end to sexual assault.
Begin by taking the pledge at itsonus.org.
Welcome to the Griffin Update Sports Report. I'm Jake Michael. It's the end of October, and I would have been ashamed if I had moved past this month without wearing pink on camera just once. In conjunction with Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Griffin Athletics hosted their 11th annual Pink Week presented by Family Center Farm and Home. Shirts like this one were sold at women's soccer and women's volleyball games between October 18th and 26th, with the proceeds donated to the Breast Cancer Center at Mosaic Life Care. For more on this, here's Morgan Doyle.
Every October, Missouri Western Athletics hosts an annual Pink Week in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The tradition started back in 2009, and Senior Associate Athletic Director Brett Easley has been here for all 11 years since.
We wanted to do our part here at Missouri Western, and so with that, we wanted to find a way to get our women's sports involved and really raise awareness. And so we partnered up with volleyball and our soccer program. And essentially at that time, we were donating all the proceeds to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. And after about 3 or 4 years, we wanted those funds to really hit home locally. And so we partnered up with Mosaic Life Care here in town and their Auxiliary Breast Cancer Center.
During Pink Week, fans are encouraged to attend Western women's sporting events and make donations, or purchase Pink Week t-shirts and ribbons that go towards Mosaic.
That money it makes a tremendous impact. In the Auxiliary Breast Center, they use that for a number of different things, not only for treatments, but that may go towards clothing. That may go towards just anything that a patient may need that comes to Mosaic for help.
Over the course of the previous 10 years, Western has raised roughly $27,000 for the Mosaic Breast Cancer Center.
What was a one-year thing has now become an 11-year thing, because when you have an inaugural and you help out a great cause, and you have a lot of people that are passionate about the cause, because breast cancer hits home to almost everybody. This went from a $900 to $1,000 fundraiser in year one to last year, through the help of Family Center Farm and Home and some matching donations, we cut a check to Mosaic Life Care for $5,000 last year.
And not only is Pink Week for a good cause, but it's also a fun tradition for fans and athletes alike to raise awareness and wear pink.
We love Pink Week because we get to wear super cute things, obviously. Allie Taukin, one of our captains, she made pink bows for us. We all have pink bows in our hair, which is nice. And our coaches like to get all dressed up in pink, so we enjoy it.
I'd say everybody loves a cause to rally behind it, but Missouri Western's very community-driven. Our athletics department is very community-driven, and so this is just a way that we can play our part and hopefully make a big impact locally to those that need it.
At press time, Western raised around $2,000 during 2019's Pink Week and easily doesn't see the tradition stopping anytime soon. For Griffin Media, I'm Morgan Doyle.
Thanks, Morgan. In other news, round ball season, also known as basketball season, is back starting this week. Women's basketball heads up north to Ames on Wednesday for their first taste of real competition against Iowa State. This will mark the start of the Candace Whitaker era. And for those that are skeptical, her resume as a coach is pretty, well, impressive. Whitaker is no stranger to coaching talent, and she's got plenty to work with this year. On the men's side, Coach Sundance Wicks will hope his team is dancing come March of 2020. They'll kick off their season here in St. Joseph at the Civic Arena this Friday and Saturday. The biggest question surrounding this team is how they're going to make up for the scoring they lost from seniors Levon Hightower and Brian Hudson last year. That's about 33 points on the scoreboard per game, so it'll be interesting to see who's going to be the breakout star. And last but not least, Griffin football posted a shutout at Spratt Stadium last Saturday as they beat Emporia State 28-0. Senior linebacker Anthony Williams tallied 15 total tackles and a sack, which earned him MIAA Defensive Player of the Week honors, and the sugar was shared on offense as 10 different receivers caught at least one pass from quarterback Wyatt Staggerwald. With more on this game, here's Derek Zimmerman-Geyer.
Zero has many synonyms. None. Shutout. Goose egg. Now, put the Griffins' defense on that list. 3 total sacks on the day, only 340 yards given up on defense, and a disciplined yet tenacious defense led Missouri Western to a 28-0 win in its first shutout since 2014, and this gave nothing but smiles for Big Todd Shelton and other Griffin alumni. Former Griffin QB Dom Marino was at the Spratt on Saturday, and he had liked what he was seeing, especially this. An interception by Drew Sachin sealed the deal, and the utter emotion from this place shows it's Sachin's moment, and everyone else is just living in it. Speaking of moments, check out this one with a pitch to Markel Smith, back to Wyatt Staggerwald, and an absolute beauty of a pass to Cam Brandy for the score. The Griffins getting tricky with it. Griffin Nation likes it, Josh Looney likes it, the Western defense likes it, and of course, Dom likes it. Yes, sir! With 18 total tackles and 2 combined sacks, Anthony Williams and Arnold Creighton got it done for the Missouri Western defense.
It was just trying to box the quarterback in because we knew our secondary was going to, hold it down. But, 3 sacks, hey, we caused disruption. That's all that matters at the end of the day.
Hey, that swagger. It's back now. It's
back
now.
Got that identity back, man.
While the Missouri Western defense may have outshined its offensive counterpart, the Griffin offense still had a productive day. The Griffins haven't scored 28 points since their Week 2 victory against Fort Hays State when they won 28-17, and that's the least amount of points they've scored all season. Wyatt Staggerwald had a Staggerwald type of day, honestly. 3 touchdown passes and 23 overall on the season, tied for 5th most in all Division II. Cooper Burton also had a good day in the receiving game. 3 catches for 48 yards and a score of his own. While Missouri Western's offense is still doing offensive type of things, the Griffin defense is now showing they're not going to play little brother anymore. For the Western Windup Podcast and Griffin Media, this is Derek Zimmerman-Geyer signing off.
That's all we have for you today. For more information on all the latest news, scores, and highlights on all things Missouri Western athletics, check out GoGriffins.com. Also, don't forget to tune in to Griffin Update Sports next week. I'm Jake Michael, and I'll see you next time.
I've been where you fear to be. I've seen what you fear to see.
I've done what you fear to do. All of these things I've done for you.
I am the person you lean upon, the one you cast your scorn upon,
and the one you bring your troubles to. All these people, I've been for you.
All these people, I've been for you.
All these people, I've been for you.
All of these people, I've been for you.
Coming up on the Griffin Newscast, a look into new laundry machines coming to campus and a deeper look into what Gold Fridays will bring. All that and more coming up next. The Griffin Newscast starts now. Adopt a Griffin is a program that helps give assistance to those in need for the holidays. After taking a deeper look, I was able to bring to you this story. With less than 6 weeks left in the semester, the holidays are quickly approaching. The holidays are a joyous time for many. However, tough times, added expenses, and stress are not something anyone is looking forward to.
There's extra expenses that come around during the holiday season. You want to be able to buy your children some presents and still pay your bills, have a nice holiday meal, and sometimes you just need a little bit of help to do that.
The Adopt a Griffin program is a way for Missouri Western to continue on its tradition of having a family atmosphere and helping a fellow Griffin in need.
This is just a great way that we at Missouri Western do try to help each other, and we do this all year long, okay? So the Advantage Committee is available all year long, but again, people kind of are in the mood or are thinking about this kind of thing at Christmas.
Currently, the Adopt a Griffin program is geared towards faculty and staff assistance. However, some believe students in need should be able to benefit as well.
I believe extending or opening up the program to students would be a great opportunity for us to also, once again extend that helping hand to students who are in need.
Junior Bree Eisen agrees that allowing students in need to receive assistance during the holiday season would be very beneficial.
There's a lot of students that either can't afford a lot of their necessities on campus, and that's why we have the campus covered, but even that is only open 2 days in the week, and sometimes they are either busy during those hours, so it'd be great, especially during the winter when it gets really hard.
The Adopt a Griffin application is due November 15th. For more information, visit MissouriWestern.edu. This is Jordan Alford with the Griffin Newscast, signing off. Missouri Western has announced that they will be installing new laundry machines in the res hall soon. Griffin News' Kathleen Woods has more on the story.
Laundry rooms and resident halls will soon be getting an upgrade.
It was an initiative brought forth by the students. Students had been asking about laundry facilities and services, getting an upgrade on those. Their friends have gone to schools where they've had enhanced laundry services.
All resident hall laundry rooms will be renovated with mobile pay through an app. This will also include text notifications when a machine is available or in use.
In the winter, we will start transitioning out the old machines over winter break, and in January, we will have all brand new machines in Scanlon, Leverton, Vaslakos, Griffin, Judah, and Bashirs.
Students have had difficulties with the laundry room and are looking forward to the changes that are going to be made.
I have used it, not a ton, but a few times, and they've all been fairly good experiences, except for the fact that there was no change machine, so I had to find a way to get quarters each time, so that was a little inconvenient, but other than that, it's been pretty good.
With the help from a company called Will & Gregory, these renovations were made possible.
The upgrades will definitely help my experience because it's supposed to let us know if there are open machines, and so that way I will know before I get all the way down there if there's going to be enough washers and dryers open for me when I'm trying to do my laundry. And also the mobile pay will be a lot more helpful because finding enough quarters to do laundry is pretty difficult now.
This is Kathleen Woods with the Griffin Newscast.
President Wilson continues to bring new opportunities to Missouri Western. The most recent change is Gold Fridays. I'm happy to bring to you this story with more information. Check it out. It's the end of October, and the fall semester is in full swing. President Matthew Wilson hasn't been on the scene long, but he sure is making some big changes. This time next year, one of his new initiatives will be in full effect.
Gold Fridays.
Gold Fridays.
What are Gold Fridays?
Students will be able to go out and do internships, externships. Student needs to work. A great opportunity to go to a company and say, hey, I can give you all day Friday, all day Saturday, and be able really to take the same amount of minutes, right, in a course in that same week, and just be able to condense that into 4 days. I think that'll be a real benefit for students.
Students are already looking forward to taking advantage of their Fridays off from classes. Junior Isaiah Colbert has plans already in mind.
When these Gold Fridays are implemented, I will be using them to increase traveling. So I'll be using this to kind of go around Missouri, get some things done DJ-wise.
Though many students are excited to have an extra day to themselves, some students say they're a little bit jealous they won't be able to benefit from the time off.
I will say I'm a little jealous. The same thing happened to me in high school. They re-renovated my entire high school right after I left. So I kind of feel like the timing stinks, but I am excited for the future students.
Whether you're using your time off to catch up on homework or binge watch your favorite TV shows, we can all thank President Wilson for the 3-day weekend. For more information on Gold Fridays, visit MissouriWestern.edu. This is Jordan Alford, signing off. Thank you very much for tuning into the Griffin Newscast. Stay up to date with all the campus news by picking up a copy of the Griffin News or check out their social media. That's your news in 5 minutes. I'm your ringleader, Jordan Alford.
Well, that brings us to the end of our show. You can watch our show on MWSU-TV Channel 12.
You can also catch us on the Griffin Update Vimeo and YouTube channels and the Missouri Western Student Media homepage.
And make sure you check out the next edition of the Griffin News.
From all of us here at Griffin Update, thank you for watching.